Grand Final, best of 5, Back2Warcraft Cup. Again, we have a new final. Both players playing not too many cups, but here they show up. And they show a great performance so far. Their way into the final. To sum this up real quick, we got Spiral from the top of the bracket defeating Raven, Edo, and Krav. Side from the lower end side of the bracket defeating Saturn, the Great Wall, and Sonic in a pretty crazy series. So now, the first and last best of 5. The winner takes $75, the loser takes home $25.
Alright, we just saw this map a second ago with Spiral going for the fast headhunters. But not this time. It's a standard opening, altar, barracks. No early warm-up. And SyDe with the ghoul build. What's he going for?
Is it the Crypt Lord? SyDe, oftentimes the player who adapts the quickest to patch notes. He was the one bringing the Crypt Lord in. He was the one playing the Dreadlord in. He was the one playing the Crypt Lord the fastest. So we will see on map number 1 where this goes. It is the Crypt Lord.
And Spiral again trying with the Blade Master. The hero normally who's good at like chasing down fiends, pressuring DK, pressuring the undead when he doesn't have much early game strength. But Crypt Lord with ghouls and skeletons and beetles, that's like maximum undead early game strength. But okay, maybe he has a different read. Maybe he's expecting a Dreadlord perhaps, against which Blade can be really good.
But on Amazonia, when you can't really sleep the expansion creeps?
Yeah, it doesn't seem too likely to me either. But if he is expecting the, let's call it standard, I guess, Crypt Lord, I think the Farseer head-on is just a much better choice. But alright, we'll see how it goes. Gonna start off with a lightning shield creep on the Blade Master. It's not easy to pull off. Need to do it with a peon. And okay, does pull it off. Nicely done by Spiral.
Do you now know?
No.
Okay.
Still a mystery.
Not asking anymore.
And I have used it before, but I don't know exactly what causes it.
There was at least one deny.
Yeah. Great items though. Claws and Agitome.
SyDe about to steal this, but the headbutt wasn't enough. But yeah, good damage. On the other side, Crypt Lord creeping this as well with beetles. And techs.
Alright, not trying to brute force the expansion on tier 1. Spiral should be following up with the tech right now. Alrighty then.
Pretty late Orc tech, of course. Double burrow. And grunts. No clarity, just selves.
One skeleton for level 2. Ah, gets it from the Acolyte. So I think you want to stay on the Crypt Lord here. Don't let him get level 3 too easily. He has a lot of units, but all these units are not too hard to kill.
Good retreat here. Blade Master can't really enter. There's a narrow... Okay, no big opening. Should be a super fast Crypt Lord level 3 map though, right?
Yeah.
If this works.
If you're left alone, you can power level very, very fast. But Spiral, for that reason, is playing it well. Staying on the Crypt Lord's heels. Lots of grunts coming out. If the grunts can all survive until the mid-game and then get backed up by walkers,
yeah,
that should be pretty strong against the Crypt Lord.
And of course help creeping a lot. He's creeping this Kobold camp now already, before the tier 2.
He's gonna take a lot of damage from this.
Yeah.
But pretty good play here so far by Spiral. Keeps the Crypt Lord busy. Has superior vision, of course, thanks to Windwalk. and even managed to sneak in one camp of his own.
Yeah, like that. Beetle sees it now. No one is really taking much damage. Okay, now with the backstab. And crit. Gloves of Haze. Pretty good inventory, as you said. Tier 2, War Mill early again. Graveyard, maybe even a little late. Going Acolyte now and DK. Tier 2 expansion, huh?
Oh, the Grand Scout is crucial. Nice timing there by Spiral. Now has to go north. SyDe is still trying to go through with it. Blade Master, can he be fast enough? Didn't pop the speed scroll, that's questionable. Now he's going in.
Reveal immediately. Impale as well to secure the kill.
Oh! Steals the big mana though.
Yep.
Takes out one ghoul. Two more ghouls for the level up. Almost surrounding the Crypt Lord.
He has a
now
TP.
who's surrounding who?
Another Impale, but only for one grunt. Damn, lots of kills on both sides again. Thank you, Hotfix Guru, for gifting a sub to our admin of the cup, Ember.
Thank you. Oh, looking for the next Impale. Could be a double Impale, only gets the one. Oh, that's not quite surrounded. Should still be able to get it, maybe. And with a DK block. Huh? Counter block? That wasn't... Oh, let's go with the grunt. That was a little sloppy by Spiral.
Yeah, can't get him out. There's of course a coil. So this damage on the Crypt Lord.
And moves the other grunt back in. Spiral!
Ooh, this feels like Northern. They killed the Crypt Lord though. Close to level 3
grunts though.
Little reminiscent of the game of SyDe vs the Great Wall. All right. Interesting.
I guess SyDe now creeps the kobolds here, and then the merchant, and then that should certainly be favoring him. Another nice item for the blade. Solo experience though to the Shadow Hunter. Nicely done, nicely done. Circlet, alright. Going for the DK here is a mistake. This is a waste of time. He wants him.
Oh, and he gets him. Hero focus. The way for Spiral back into this game. Progress of both heroes stopped. Both benched. So taking the Murloc out. This Shadow Hunter play is paid off.
Yeah, turns out I was wrong. DK actually died way faster than I thought he would.
Again, SyDe with a sacrificial pit. Here on tier 3. Even on a small map like this, he wants this shade. Yeah, he's creeping a lot off of side of the map.
Can get a heal scroll now here if he wants. But I guess Spiral's kind of broke. Going for the dust, I like that. Don't want to forget about the detection.
A player's forces are under attack.
SyDe in all sorts of trouble.
We'll reach level 3 now. Maybe with that, Beetle Harass can get him back into the game. Ooh, but the Blade Master sees the movement immediately. Goes for the statue. I can't really lose that. Frenzy and Destroyer form coming. Oh, okay, there's Windwalk.
Shadow got level 3. Good level up for him, and the tier 3 is starting to kick in. TC is out, waiting for the Orb of Lightning as it seems.
A player's forces are under
Nope.
attack.
Doesn't want to wait anymore. Oh, SyDe, that's a dangerous camp right here.
Maybe he feels like he has to take some risks after this early game.
Orb of Lightning now. Yep, and that is very nice to have against beetles.
Because they give you Purge, which gives damage to summons. Lich third for
Forces are under
side.
attack.
How much damage is Purge again?
I don't know if it's the same as the normal Purge.
No, it's a lot worse. A lot less. Normal Purge is 400 damage. Lightning Orb is like 200 something, I think. So it deals with beetles pretty well. TC quickly to 2. Gets the Scourge Bone Chimes. Hello!
Certainly happy with that. So, he has the necessary levels. He takes out another statue. It's so hard. Oh, Lightning Shield on the ghouls as well. Not much is going right for side. Oh, he inside wants to kill. Spyro wants to kill him now. Boots of Keltaras only for all the efforts.
Played almost level 4 already, man. Crazy leveling. One ensnare. Where's he gonna use it? Destroyer. Yeah.
Oh.
That one was not in the group, I guess. Impale, though, hits nicely as well. The spell against the carrion beetles coming in right away. GG!
That's it. Take out the Crypt Lord, take out the DK, and boom, that's your game to take.
Just like that.
Just like that. So Spiral taking Amazonia. Yeah, that was one of the worst expansion maps.
Yeah. The worst, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for that reason, Terranas vetoed. Then we go on to Northern Isles or Conceal. Bum bum. And this Northern Isles.
Alrighty.
Once the Pit Lord lost speed to level and such, it felt relatively easy to deal with it.
Yeah. I think Side was a little too careful about the Blade Master harass. I think you just get the dust, go for the camps, and if you steal the last hit or two, I guess so it is. But he only has so many Windwalks. Blade Master didn't have clarities. So, maybe he steals 2 last hits, but after that he can still keep on creeping. There's so many camps in the middle with the trolls, with the kobolds. I think Side should have committed a little bit more and then get that level 3 earlier, and then the level 2 beetles change everything. But mostly I think Side has been playing the fast expansion style, not so much the fast tech style.
Yeah.
And that is definitely what we can expect on our second map, Northern Isles.
Okay. Side is ready. Waiting for Spiral to give us the go for map number 2. Waiting for it. Today was a long day of Warcraft already, with 8 hours 30 already. Damn. Doesn't feel like it at all. And tomorrow we have 2 streams again, or 2 tournaments rather. Hopefully 1 stream. With our start into Yule Cup and ESL Cup. Didn't even check the results of Yule Cup yet. Just slacking so much.
Yeah, unfortunately we missed Group A, but we're going to be back for the rest. And especially Group D, if you guys haven't seen it yet. Whew, looking hot in the Yule Cup. That's going to be Tuesday. 15
Sway and Ice Orc advanced over Sock and PCG. Huh, right?
Sock losing to Ice Orc and PCG both.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Wow, PCG played DK Lich Pit Lord. And Sock played Standard as well. This matchup is so broken. If PCG defeats Sock, we need a patch.
15 Sway 2-0 PCG, you little whiner.
Yeah, 15 Sway is good. And real good. And Sock as well. He should... Yeah, what's my point? What? Did he play Standard there as well?
Yeah.
Kind of.
We do need a bit of help for the humans there, though. That's true.
Don't take my argument away. Yeah. PCG can't win against Sock. In no world is that possible.
He has played good games before, even if you don't want to
Acknowledge
Even if
it.
you don't want to say so. If you don't want to admit it,
No,
little hater.
I am a hater. I'm a PCG hater.
So unprofessional. Unbelievable. So, we have map 2. A ghoul build again for Spiral. SyDe, I mean, of course. That must be Papa Roach again, this time with an expansion, I imagine. Spiral, what's he doing? Is it Blade Master once more?
We're gonna see it in a second. Yes, it is. Versus...
Why is he moving away from Farseer so much?
I don't know, dude. He's against the Crypt Lord once more.
Is he afraid of getting impales around it so bad? It feels like it.
We haven't seen the first game against Krav. I don't know if it was a Blade Master or not.
That Farseer headhunter style that he showed earlier against Krav can be so strong. There, of course, it was against a different hero, against the Lich, but arguably, that's better with the Lich than with the Crypt Lord. Because you can Nova and connect and shoot from range. But okay, Blade Master with a Voodoo Lounge early, so we'll be going for a bit of creeping at least. And then, I imagine, we'll be trying to cancel the expansion.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
That easy, maybe. Farseer is also good in stealing creeps and stuff. Okay, Crypt Lord confirmed. This seems to be the go-to strat for SyDe, at least in this matchup. And he is not creeping at all. He's rushing over with the Grunt and the Blade.
Tech is gonna be really late for Spiral. Shop, double borrow, peon scout before tech.
Didn't he play the same in the last game, or did he skip the shop? He definitely played 2 borrows.
I didn't scout.
A player's forces are under
The
attack.
peon. Alright, in comes the Blade Master, but too late to do anything about the first camp, so he kind of wasted a lot of efficiency here. But now can slow down the Crypt Lord at least. However, more and more ghouls are coming. And once there's a good number of skeletons, ghouls, and carrion beetles, normally this expansion just simply gets crept. And there's not much that can be done about it. But I guess here the Blade Master comes in. His purpose is going to be stealing those last hits.
Yeah. Gotta be more careful with the Grunts though, and I think he realizes this, keeping the Grunt far away.
Yeah.
No,
Also
not even
not
sure if
having
it's
heal
worth it. though.
spells here. It's a problem.
Yeah. But Crypt Lord progress again stopped, and also the expansion kind of stopped. No reveal. Of course, there's no impale yet. But with all that damage on the blade,
Oh!
make sure.
Backpack? Oh, wow.
Whoa!
He
what?
has backpack. That's amazing. I've been asking for this from orcs for a long time.
Yeah, a lot of people have.
Crypt Lord
But
items.
that's really cool.
Amazing, by the way.
Oh, that's nice. More experience with skeletons and bugs. So we creep this now. 4 minutes in. Still no tech in sight.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Spiral, what are you gonna do? Meets up with the grunts. Best camp to take right now would be the merchant.
Plus
Side
50.
ideally, you should be scouting for that.
That Crypt Lord hits hard, dude.
Spiral is wasting a lot of time. He just ran across half the map, didn't achieve anything. 12 experience. Yeah, this
A player's forces are
early
under
game
attack.
movement doesn't seem to be very on point.
At least he didn't run into Murlocs.
True. Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Can always be worse. Well, not always, but oftentimes. So he's gonna have attack advantage. A big one, pretty sure. Didn't donate any grunts. But also didn't kill the Crypt Lord yet.
Blade Master's inventory is looking sad. No circlet, no claws, nothing.
Holds on
And
to
such
the
a Blade
TP.
Master really isn't scary at all. It's the upside of a Farseer. He's always good, even without items and levels. Oh, he's committing in for the haunted kill. But there's gonna be an impale waiting.
Oh, and the Narub is up. So, how many grunts will he lose over this? Blade Master damage is in. All grunts can attack at the same time. This is why he kept the town portal. And how many grunts can he save? Is the damage enough? TP out immediately. Ooh, 2 are super low.
Oh.
Saves all.
Nice. Alright, well done. That bought him, I think, about 70 seconds. But it cost a lot more than just a TP. This was this whole time, no creeping for the Blade Master. No level ups, barely any experience, no items. Cryptlord now freely to level 3, basically.
Massive tech advantage though. Tier 3 super rushed for Spiral. TC on the way, so no bonus experience. Already a tower there as well. No reinforced defenses yet though. Beetles cancelled a little bit of healing, I think.
A player's forces are under attack.
I like the TC second quite a bit. Should be able to level him up fairly freely with your opponent being so slow in the tech. And Stomp is a very good spell, still.
The town is under siege.
Oh, those grunts. That one grunt just dying to the beetles, that feels bad.
Yeah, SyDe does a good job following the grunts throughout the entire game. Always annoying them. First circlet now. Run, grunty, run!
Oh!
Oh,
There he goes.
Nibble.
Tier 2 gonna finish soon here for SyDe.
Town is under
And
siege.
we're gonna have a second hero. Slaughterhouse, probably.
The tier 3 is
Player's
already done for
forces are under
Spiral.
attack.
What's he doing? Tier 3 is super far away for SyDe. What can he do with his time?
Can he afford to go for a tiny Great Hall right away, or is that too greedy?
He's gonna have the spell. So he can deal with a couple of summons. By realizing this is an illusion, no panic attack. Really sacrifices this Blade Master hard for a little bit of map control now.
Jesus Christ, this blade, dude. He's gonna provide nothing. Looks like Spiral's getting ready for the tiny here. He's almost got the gold. 600.
Okay, plus a tower. Yeah, definitely a counter expansion. That's his play. SyDe is ready for this with beetles on the left-hand side. We
should probably be a
have
tower
Dispel though. 2 Dispels.
Oh. Is there a cooldown on that, by the way, disenchant? I don't think there is. We'll see here.
The town is under siege.
Juicy disenchant.
Oi, that was a good one.
A player's forces are under attack.
And SyDe isn't up at massive supply yet.
Oh, the blade is about to take off the slaughterhouse. If only he had like one item.
Yeah, he can't do it. He's the weakest blade master you have ever seen. TC's kind of strong though. Pendant, close to level 3.
To be honest, this crit mod isn't overwhelming either.
No, not yet. Alright, and Spiral now needs to mass produce. Use this gold, get up high in supply, get walkers. But you should have realized it's not mass casters, not mass necros. So important also not to overmake walkers, otherwise destroyers are gonna be a big problem. Oh, nice block. Ensnare. Oh, a little late with the ensnare. Allowed himself to be impaled first. That should have been a fiend kill.
Tier 3 is about to be finished. We have Banshees in the mix, ladies and gentlemen. And the TC keeps on creeping. Shredder now to have balanced resources. As he's kind of low on lumber with some upgrades, I guess. Double Pendant! Oh yeah.
Lost 1 grunt to the creeps there, unfortunately. Not ideal. No Shadowhunter third, by the way. I think he's gonna need some healing real soon. SyDe is playing it very passive. Is he playing it too passively? Another way to play this is DK just solo creeps, and the Crypt Lord with boots and telestaff runs around and harasses.
It's gonna be the ultimate lich. It's gonna be so crazy. Found another claw. This is plus 30 lich roundabout.
Spiral is so greedy again. 1,000 gold, no upkeep. Berserker upgrade. More upgrades, still no upkeep.
Meantime, red creep for side needs cost of 12, I guess. Oh, only the Hood of Kami. Little disappointing, but adds more damage to that lich. Sees alright, bottom right hand side, Celenti could go for that. Claims the middle now, which was left alone for a long time. PC getting the flute could be decent for headhunters.
Yeah.
Will be decent for headhunters.
Definitely keep
training
it.
is still missing, is it? Yeah, goes for mass as he's producing now. 62 supply, hero levels 4, 2, 1, not that sick, but what is sick is this lich. Plus 33.
Reinforced defense is only coming in now. It seems to be a little bit late because the destroyers are getting morphed and this expansion is ripe for the harvest. Ghouls coming as well with Frenzy. Spiral once again a little bit too late with his upkeep. Might be getting punished here. Seems to be getting punished here. Comes in with a speed scroll. Must realize his DK is fake. He does. That's a big army by SyDe.
Spiral supply stuck. Can only go for more upgrades here now. Shadowhunter is a nice impale, but countered by a nice storm. Does he have Master Banshees? Okay, no. Only Adapt. Trying to take out the Walker with Nova in the back. Needs a couple more right clicks. TC on level 4. Blade Master on level 3 all of a sudden. Carries a lot of items. Disable again. So far, Spiral Zeros are surviving surprisingly long. Needs some healing here. Impale doesn't hit the blade. Calling the Destroyer to save that one. Still 59 supply for Spiral. 77 for SyDe. And he can stomp all the way. The ghouls are still all there. And take out the Kodo. Looks like he's overwhelming him.
Spiral perhaps not quite enough damage here, especially Berserkers seem to be missing. TC got some good stomps, but now getting mana drained as well. No Impale anymore. And Spiral starting to lose everything. Only the heroes left, really. Barely any units. TC gonna die.
That's GG. Lots of time there for SyDe to prepare for this attack. And yeah, these timings or this list of priorities for Spiral apparently didn't work out too well. But okay, that means we're down to a best of 3.
Yes, sir. 1-1 score here. The Expo works out. Even if it was a little bit delayed. Blade Master got a nice cancel in there, but boy did that throw him back hard in the mid game. Stuck on level 1 for such a long time. And having the TC on 4 with stomps is good, but you also need some damage. Blade Master wasn't providing it. Headhunters weren't really providing it. Torrents, a decent idea, but seemingly not in time either. Well, we go on to map 3. We go on to Echo Isles.
Yes, who's gonna take the lead and match points? Go into the game as soon as we can. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun. Echo Isles it is. Side in the upper left and Spiral in the upper right. So will we see a Blade Master again for the third time in a row, and will we see a Crypt Lord again for the third time in a row? The builds are definitely different already.
Yeah, Side keeps on mixing it up. It is this time the Fast Fiend build, a relic of the past normally. Spiral skipping the barracks for now, by the way. This might be the Headhunter build by him then. And with that, perhaps a Farseer. Most likely a Farseer. So is this DK Fiends or is it actually Crypt Lord Fiends?
Yeah, good question. He could Tower Rush with this, no? With the Crypt Lord? It's something we haven't seen yet. Okay, it is the Wormhole.
Pretty sure that it wouldn't work out well against Headhunter Farseer, though.
Yeah. We will see it in a second. While for Spiral, we have the Farseer for the first time in the series.
Alright, I like this build. I think this is the best one that I've seen so far against Crypt Lord. But yeah, it's a little bit different. This isn't Crypt Lord Ghouls into Expo, but rather Fiends. And normally this used to be DK with this kind of build.
Waiting for the Ziggurat. Lich! Wow.
Isn't
Lich opening.
Isn't that the Insup strat? Lich Fiends, shoot from range, take out the wolves really easily. Wait a minute. Is it trying to Frost Armor Tower Rush?
Could be, right? But we don't see a 6th Acolyte. You want the Fiend first.
Yeah.
And it can put so much pressure on him as well with the Farseer.
That Tower Rush should never, ever, ever work against Farseer Headhunter. Alright, Spiral sees early Fiends. Okay, that's kind of weird. And now he probably thinks DK or Crypt Lord. Which is it?
Yeah.
And he's probably gonna get surprised here in a second.
Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker!
Crushing the Fiends right away. That's the right play here by Spiral. Fiends can't be healed, as there's no DK around.
Wait. Do you forget about the sacrificial dagger, my friend? Do you? Shame!
Well, you mean the Ritual Dagger. Seems like you forgot about the name as well.
Yeah, ritual, sacrificial, it's all the same.
Alright, Side, what is the plan here? Third Ghoul, and then Tech, I guess.
This is kind of weird.
This is so weird.
Fiend again, so yeah, 3 Fiends. Still no 6th Acolyte. Tech now. Okay. All undead heroes viable now
A player's forces are
as
under
first.
attack.
Well, I think Dreadlord is still super trash. And we'll see about this Lich. Big battle for the last hit and the item. Oh, Spiral gets them both. Well done. Now with the Wolf block against the Lich, puts a decent bit of damage on that. But the Frost Armor here early, very good against the Wolves. And also Grunts now coming in. Or at least singular Grunt.
A player's forces are under attack.
Frost Armor won't be too effective once we switch completely to Headhunters. T2 at 50%, Spiral of course a lot behind due to this build. And no one can really creep.
Yeah. Kind of weird. Spiral pushing into the main, threatening the ghouls. The wolves can still pass through these little holes.
Player's forces are under attack.
But the Lich comes back. Oh, Farseer. Slowed by the Narrow, taking a lot of damage. Maybe getting surrounded. Oh, it's so close. Whereas all Farseer gets out just barely.
So I had a headhunter there to counterblock. That was pretty cool. Knew that this could happen and prepared against it. So more fiends for side. This will probably be power creeping then. And what's Spiral's idea? TC, that was to be expected. He's just too good.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, very good here by Spiral. As we always say, Farseer is fine staying low levels. He's good on level 1 for a long, long time. Lich wants those levels very badly. First headhunter here should be going down now, I believe. With a few more right clicks. Well, maybe not. Oh, block against the Fiend could lead to a kill now, though.
Forces
Good
are
sidestep.
under attack.
Whoa! Okay!
There's that.
There's that indeed. That was a small one. 6 minutes. Only.
Yeah, I think that's basically the perfect counterplay against the Lich first, isn't it? You just have barely any melee, which can't get slowed down.
Yeah.
And just shooting from range all the time. Frost Armor doesn't bother you that much.
Yeah, I mean, Nova could still hurt you in the long run.
Yeah, but if
But
you never get the
until-
levels...
Exactly, but until then you have a strong TC against you, you have a strong Orc tech against you, probably even an expansion. Not unjustified to tap out here. That was a hard counter.
Side's been pretty cheeky here. Trying different styles. Trying the Crypt Lord 1 base. Trying the Lich first with Fiend opening. Is it time now to go back to the old reliable? Either Crypt Lord Fast Expo or Tet Fiend build with DK? Or does he want to keep on surprising us? Is it maybe time for a Dreadlord? Wouldn't think so.
We did see this. It's a little bit down memory lane, but it has happened, especially for side. Spiral is in, side is in, and I guess we go.
Side gives the ready. Spiral 1 map away. A bit of frustration apparently leads to success, as we can see here.
Just getting all fired up by hate. But in the final...
Isn't that a great message on this on the Saturday evening?
Absolutely. I mean... There we go. Spiral, by the way, has an undead icon. In Battle.net. Interesting. So, we got Spiral upper right. Is it Farseer again? And we got side on the bottom left-hand side. Will he be going to the Crypt Lord? Or will he surprise us again?
Yeah, especially on this map, with the natural being so hard, with there being so many poison creeps, with it being so hard for the Crypt Lord Fast Export to expand. I was about to say I would have loved to see Headhunters again, but no, says Spiral. He's going with a normal barracks. Does that mean Blade Master again? Possibly.
Concealed usually the Farseer map. Does he want to throw another curveball? Not to be too predictable?
Maybe he's concerned with the fact that Crypt Lord should be able to creep to level 2 without him being able to do anything. Oh, it is Farseer though.
Oh.
And then being able to go for Impale Surrounds.
Aside, it's the Crypt Lord again. So we get this matchup for the first time in this final.
Alrighty, and that most likely should mean a fast expansion then for Mr. SyDe.
Spiral played very, very well on this map before Crypt Lord became meta in Europe. Kind of destroyed one on this map. building some little traps and luring him into position where he really, really wanted to fight. That was cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah, Spyro has a really cool level 3 creep route here into Expo. But if he does that, he's leaving this Crypt Lord completely alone. Is that what you want to do against Crypt Lord? I don't think so. Yeah, he's playing aggressively. Moving south. Crypt Lord taking the small camp first. And so does Spyro with the green.
Not rushing over immediately, so rather an anti-expansion creep or attack route for Spyro. Taking a pit stop here. Ooh, Wolf attacking the ghoul. Let's slip.
Quite a bit of damage on the Crypt Lord. This matters. Or can matter at least. A lot of damage on the grunt though. That's not looking too hot.
Is he going backpack again? Don't think so, right? Tech is rolling already.
No back.
Grunt's still busy with the beetle. Okay, he's intercepting this. Can he get last? He's okay. You Crypt Lord at 50%. Let's see how this goes. Quite some ghouls hurt already. Can chase with the wolves.
Takes out one ghoul. Oh, but now the slow on the Farseer. Can side close the surround? This would basically mean a safe expansion. But no, Farseer even gets a level up to level 2. The wolves finding more kills. Stealing a trapper as well.
Yep.
Now taking out the item.
Okay, no gloves of haste for the tier 3 Lich. Can't prevent level 2 on the Crypt Lord, but if the plan was expansion, which it definitely was, then yeah, that's down the dumpster again.
With the chain lightning, he can easily get this bird.
Yeah, I didn't see that he comes back. Zap! Wow, level 2.5 harass.
Great early by Spyro.
Okay, again the critical phase where the grunts come in. And you gotta be careful. But if you don't face Impale, that's a great help.
Crypt Lord here seems much more tamed than we're used to seeing.
As if people find solution after a couple of weeks.
That's nonsense, Neo. Things are broken and there's never anything you can do about it. Well, except complain on Reddit and in Twitch chat. Shadow Hunter second.
Beastery Warmo. Beetles are making their way over. Farseer keeps on harassing. Man, this Crypt Lord finds nothing.
You get nothing. Don't be serious, that's so risky.
Shadow Hunter with Hex first. Should be a safe Beastery. Techno side is so late. Raiders.
Three grunts walking back home. If the Shadow, okay, creeps the expansion and wants to expo there and then play the Raider lane. But isn't the Crypt Lord like the best hero against that?
If he has mana.
Impale?
He now gets mana, but do you skill level 2 Impale then? Not really, right? You still go Beetles.
Yeah.
And he can only be at one spot at the same time. So he's gonna use it as distraction, and he can switch between expansion and main.
A player's
Could
forces
work.
are under attack.
Trying to take out this acolyte. And is able to. Nice. Another little delay. And some ghouls here. Also heard more ghouls going down. Farseer level 2.5. Shadowhunter level 2 with a claws plus 9. But now Crypt Lord 3. And this is the big level up timing.
There's one more ghoul kill. There's two more, I think. Impale immediately hugging him with the wolves.
Yeah. Level 1 Impale really doesn't last long at all. So normally you shouldn't get surrounded by that too easily.
Raiders take care of the beetle. Expo at 40%. There's still no tier 3 by side.
But these 4 beetles running north, that should be enough for the cancel, no?
Well, there's no walker.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
And that is my gripe with this build. No Dispel, no Spurling, no strong late game hero. This seems pretty all in. If this Raider lane run by style doesn't work out really well, I think Spiral's in big trouble.
Well, if they trade expansions and Spiral goes the thing where you get gold for attacks, pillage, that could be decent.
Oh, the Ultra almost gets killed before the DK comes out, but he does make it out.
Prevents level tier 3 though. For a while. Schnip!
Alright.
Zeppelin retreat.
Wild Ensnare.
Yeah, Expo killed. That burrow probably wasn't there in time.
Yeah, and now you're with this problem that you have an army that can't fight. And the Expo got cancelled by the Beatles, as was kind of to be expected.
A player's forces are under attack.
I don't know, man. It feels like Spiral is kind of giving away his advantage from the early game.
Well, he sees it himself now, going Walker second, builds a Kodo Beast, so it's gonna be a little different. Massive lumber issues trying to expand again. And this is definitely time to come back to side, even if its expansion plans get cancelled. Which is Gears as well, I guess, aiming for the tier 3. But Spiral prevented that as well.
Player's forces
Trying to find kills now with a Hex. Oh, but there's a Zeppelin. So smart.
There's only one beetle at the expansion. Second one coming. Ah, okay, there's a grunt. Well, that does pretty much no damage though. But important to have a peon here in the burrow. That helps a lot. Okay. And these beetles are of course not in fights. Spiral 2.5 on the Shadowhunter. Farseer level 3. Wolves 2 with that of course. And the first Walker. Still on Initiate, but we're getting there. 2 more beetles making it north.
And that's the cancel.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wolf making sure that there's no counter expansion. Places a ward as well. To see what's going on when he's moving out. So Expo attempt number 3, so short on lumber, and now Q's the adept upgrade. That would be a great help.
Oh, Wolf sees the army. Spiral might still be able to take a decent fight here. For the Zeppelin. Where is it? Can't find it. Oh, the Farseer almost getting surrounded. Impale was almost in range right there, but not quite. TP out by side. I think he may have even been able to take this fight, but doesn't want to try it.
Had to kill Ziggurat again.
The town is under siege.
Man, beetles are about to take out the totem. As they don't expire. This needs a response at some point. That would be kind of weird.
Yeah, Telestaff here on the Farseer could be an idea.
Wolf takes out the Echo. Some more delay on Scythe play. And another expansion attempt, but this beetle sees it immediately. This time with a tower and a burrow, but the entire army is moving north, so this is definitely another cancel. Spiral! Oh, this totem! Oh! Brave little peons.
The town is under siege.
Another cancel. Spiral probably quite annoyed this game. So many of his buildings getting cancelled, getting killed. Now going for the red camp. Doesn't want to be bothered. He's gonna lose 2 more buildings. He's gonna lose a grunt up here as well if he doesn't move it away.
Supply stuck. Red spot goes to him. Hood of Cunning Man. We see a lot of these +4 items these days. On tier 3 for side is ready. And that makes Spiral's problems a lot worse with Orb and Lich. He's taking tier 3 now, but it's so late.
And Spiral's big problem is also he doesn't have the strong second hero TC. He's got a Shadowhunter, whose plan was to get up an expansion and then get ahead with run-bys and pillage. But that didn't work out. Side perfectly played against it, canceling expansion over and over, making use of the beetles. Honestly, it seemed like Spiral played a strat which is weak against the Cryptlord strat. And now in we go. Impale to start things off. Cryptlord level 4 already. So much normal damage. These Raiders don't have a fun time in the slightest. Good dispels though. And good devours. Got off 2 fiends. Almost a statue as well. Something going Spiral's way finally.
We got a bad rider at 6 o'clock, by the way, not doing anything. Maybe waiting for destroyers to come. Statues being repaired, more fiends, 50 supply. Okay, can he buy the time for the tier 3? And then is he... Oh my god. 1000 gold, 70 lumber.
He needs a shredder really bad.
Ah, he's opening the lab.
But all this experience isn't landing on a TC, where you would want to have it. Farseer has already started falling off.
Players' forces are under attack.
Shadowhunter with heal is great, but no strong crowd control, no immense damage. Nothing in this army does really good damage. Not a single thing. Grunts, Raiders, Kodos, Walkers, Heroes, nothing.
Slowly but steady, the level's looking good for side as well. Level 4, okay. Vamp Aura, nice for ghouls. Or Abomination, whatever he wants to go for. I don't think you see A-bombs against Kodos, but whatever. Side again, trying to ensnare something maybe, catch something off guard. A statue, always delicious. Oh, there was a nice Congo line for an Impale. Okay, if he takes out the statues, that's a big delay for side. That's number 1. That's
Really
number 2.
Oh, last second save, but for how long? And Snare pulls it back in. And Destroyer does fall. Spirit Link now can't be dispelled anymore. Both players losing a fair amount of units here. But for side, everything is dropping super low. GG well played, that's it.
Wow. All of a sudden there was some damage. And all of a sudden he did take out the units. And all of a sudden Spiral is the Back2Warcraft Cup 8 champion. Defeating side 3-2-1.
Really well done there by Spiral. Making sure the DK and the late game army for the Undead doesn't come to fruition. If this game had gone 3 minutes later and side could have just been able to creep and tech and destroyers and lich, this would have been really scary. I questioned his early game decision, but the late game and mid game and late game map control was really good there by Spiral. It felt to me like he was starting to give this game and series out of hand, but just barely clutches it out.
All right then, that's the Saturday at Back2Warcraft. We saw the WGL wildcard qualifier where Fly and Alice, of all people, made it through. So double duty tonight at 2, by the way. The Dust League returns with the group drawings. Bidu and Carson gonna be there for you as Season 5 is kicking off. So the Americas are back. We are back tomorrow at 1 p.m. with the Yule's Cup group stage. $3,600 on the line. We missed day 1 of the group stage, but we're going to be there for B, C, and D groups. And the ESL Open Cup afterwards. And next week is a pretty packed week of Warcraft once again. Yule Cup for the first 3 days. ESL Meisterschaft on Tuesday and Wednesday. And Yule Cup quarterfinals and finals on Sunday, plus Dust League, plus W3IL, probably. So yeah, lots of cool stuff coming. And of course, we're just 3 weeks away from the hottest party of the summer, which is WGL. Thank you very much for tuning in on this wonderful day. Big thanks to Ember and Pims for running the tournament here today for us. And big congrats to Spiral taking it and becoming the Back2Warcraft champion for the very first time, dethroning Sonic. And we see each other tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.